So, okay, for today, we will be discussing the chapter 3 or computer hardware. That would be input, process, output, storage, and the network devices. So what are the intended learning outcome is number 1 is for you to understand how the computer hardware works, followed by differentiating the purpose of the input, process, output, and storage network devices, with the enumerating the computer hardware also, differentiate the types of computer monitor screens, and then we will be understanding how the output devices works. Then to generalize the processing devices, explain how the network works, to discuss different types of hubs and bridges. So let's start. When we're talking about computer hardware, it would be the physical part or the equipment of components. So there should be an electronic data processing involved on it. There should be composed of input, output, storage, and network. So let's identify first the input devices. Input devices are taking information from the user. Humihingi ng information, ng input to gather into the computer system. So it would be converting into the electrical signals and transmit it to the processor. Example of those are the mouse and keyboard. So a mouse is a device that used to point to and select items on the computer screen. There are a lot of things to be considered in keyboard and mouses. There are for gathering inputs to the users. Humihingi ng request inputs for the users. Social na rin yan kasi dati mga PS2 connectors pero majority of them are in the USB connections. Of course, RGB na rin. Nagsisipag-ilawan na rin ang mouse and keyboard. Then we have the image scanners and also we have the web camera. So image scanner is a device that used to transfer image or text to a computer. So there are special models from the negative or to scan book. So scanner simplify gathering from hard copy and make it for a soft copy. Meaning would be a document copy, converting it to a electrical or let's say electronic data copy. So it's gathering an input. Sa web camera naman, it is a lower resolution video. Camera used to provide visual inputs. Okay? Pero dati low resolution, pero ngayon napakataas na ng mga resolution ng mga webcam. No? Pati kanyang mga frame per seconds. Yung iba, 60 frame per seconds na. Napakalinaw na. Then we have the microphone. The microphone is an input device to input sound that is then stored into a digital form. Then it's used to add sounds. Ang mga microphone natin, mga social na. Some of them are RGB, may mga kulay na. No? Mga pailaw-ilaw. Tapos higit sa lahat, may tinatawag tayong noise cancellation and mga auto-tune na tinatawag. So those are input devices, gathering inputs. The output devices naman is when we are to present information the user from a computer output devices. It takes the data from the computer system and convert it into a form that can be read by humans. Or in short, in simplify, we call it display. Nagkakaroon ng display or output. So example of this are monitor screen. So the monitor screen is the most important difference between these monitor types is the technology used to create an image, resulting a display. So there are different types of monitor screen in the industry, like we have the cathode ray tube, or we call it the CRT. So these are the common monitor type dati. RGB to, red, green, blue electron beams. Most TV use this technology dati. Pero ngayon, they're not using CRT right now because of its radiation. Then we have the liquid crystal display. Paganda ng paganda to, papunta rin ng LED. So it's commonly used in the laptops and some of the projectors. So it consists of two polarizing filters with a liquid crystal solution. So it resulting for a display. Ang LCD mas mabigat sa LED. Ang light emitting diode is a type of polarizing LED. Okay, so it is a light, produce light, a high beam of lights, that which is very friendly din naman pagdating sa mga users. Meron din tayong tinatawag na digital light processing or we call it the DLP. So it is a technology used in the projectors. So DLP projectors use a spinning color wheel with a microprocessor controlled array of mirrors called the digital micromirror device, DMD. Yung ibang sinihan, ito pa yung ginagamit, no? Digital light processing, DLP. But somehow, yung mga naka-IMAX and 3D, those are literally LED. Some of them are in the 4K, ultra high definition, and some of them are already in the objective of 3-dimensional and 4-dimensional contents of objects, images. Then may mga nagdi-display pa ng output like the printers and the fax machines. So printers are output device that create hard copies of computer files. So some printers specialize in printing, scanning. So dati ang printing is separate from scanning. Pero ngayon mga 3-in-1 na, no? Scanning, Xerox, and print. So it can be considered as an input and output device. The speakers and headphones also. May mga headphones na standalone na headphone lang. Pero may mga headphones na meron na ring microphone. So it can be considered as input and output device. May webcam na rin na may for visual and meron for input ng speakers. Meron din naman na mga speakers na nakakapag two-way communication. Ano yung two-way communication? Nakakapag-transfer ng image, nakakapag-receive ng sounds. Sorry, nakakapag-transfer ng sounds and nakaka-receive ng sounds. So two-way authentication. So speakers and headphones are considered output. Pero pag yan, naging merging na ng ibang input devices, we call it input and output device. Now, let's move on to the storage devices. So it would be the alternatively referred to a digital storage. So storage around the media, storage medium, storage device is a storage devices in computer. So any hardware that is capable of holding information, storing information, either temporary or permanently. So the picture shows an example of a Drobo, an external secondary storage device like this one now. So magnetic storage device, hard disk drives, HDD. So it is one you are using magnetic disk. Yung bilog na to, they are magnetic disk. So yan yung mga 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, pati yung mga malalaking file sizes. So used to this by computers and stored different and a lot of datas. So we have also the optical storage device. Itong optical device is medyo madaling masira to, no? So this would be another common storage device. It used laser and light technology of methods in writing and reading the data. So yung mga CD and DVD ROM. Flash memories, flash disk, o yung mga flash drive, thumb drive, so has started to replace the magnetic media. So it is more efficient and reliable and most fastest. Kaya nga yung solid state drive is a flash disk memory. Pag sinabing flash disk memory, it is read and stored. Pag sinabing read and stored, babasahin, nandun na yung stored, it can give us as fast as seconds as that. Unlike yung tinatawag nating HDD. Ang HDD kasi is read and write. Kaya mabagal ang hard disk. Sa paper storage naman, this is a method using the above technologies. So dati pa to. For storing information, this form is rarely used na. So very rare na to kasi napakatagal na to. Tigit sa lahat, magastos to. Kasi papers ang i-consume. Siyempre, pag nagkaroon ng calamity, problema. Walang backup. Now let's proceed with the network devices. So as you can see, there are a lot of network devices that you can be seen here. The client, hubs, media, the WAN, ISP, routers, okay, switch hubs. So let's start with repeater. Ang repeater, it operates at the physical layer. When we are talking about the physical layer, it would be the hardware. So its job is to regenerate the signal over the same network. Ano yung mga klase ng repeater? Mga nabibili ngayon sa Shopee, yung mga Mi, okay, iba mga TP-Link, mga mura lang yan. Okay, kunyari nasa 4th floor kayo. Eh ang wifi nyo hanggang per second floor lang. So gagamit kayo ng repeater. Yung repeater para magkaroon ng signal ng same network na ginagamit nyo sa baba, re-repeat niya lang yung signal. Palalakasin niya lang to regenerate. Yun nga lang, ibang device. So there would be another settings of that. We call it repeaters. Then we have hub. Si hub naman is basically a multi-port repeater. So a hub connects multiple wires coming from different branches. So ang hub, ginagamit naman to pag sa malalaking kumpanya, yung maraming department. Okay? Para magkaroon sila ng connections into a centralized one. So meron tayong tinatawag na active tsaka passive hub. Ano yung active? Yung active hub ay merong sariling power supply that can clean and boost relay to the signal along to the network. So may maintenance siya na automatic. Unlike yung passive, kailangan ng isa pang hub to relay the signals to the different network. So wala siyang capacity to do cleaning and boosting. Then we have the bridge. Ginagamit din to sa malalaking companies. So this is what we call the data link layer. So bridge is a repeater with add-on functionality of filtering content by reading the MAC address of source and the destinations. So commonly, it has been using for the bank system and including protecting rigorous data. So it is used for interconnecting two different local area networks working on the same protocol. For example, yung connection ng server natin dito sa Valenzuela, ito yung pinaka-main server natin, nakakonect ang Laguna, Quezon City, Antipolo, and Pampanga. So we're using bridges. So may mga transparent and source of routing bridge na gumagamit ng mga token rings. So commonly naman to, mapag-aaralan nyo to during your second year to third year. So transparent bridge and source routing bridge. Then we have the switch. Switch is a multi-port bridge with a buffer and design that can boost, can perform error, and it divides collision domains of hosts. Meaning the collisions are traffics, no? Uninterrupted traffics, network signals, uninterrupted traffic signals that may cause network failure on a network system. Routers are these devices on the network to connect through the internet. Then the router will supplying it from different types of routers also. Okay, so it is controllable, meaning you can modify its settings by filtering IP address, MAC address, and including yung mga websites. So gateway is a passage to connect two networks together that may work upon different networking models. Yung routers naman are combination of bridging routers, no? So combination of bridge and routers. So majority ngayon kasi ang nakikita nyo ay mga routers na. Yung mga binibigay ng PLDT, Converge, so routers yan, but we call it routers because there are combination of also Ethernet ports. Okay, it can configure also different types of networks. From those type of routers, you can connect another routers. And then you can connect another repeaters. Okay, so kung malaki bahay nyo, meron kayong router ng Converge, hindi umaabot yung signal sa second floor, third floor, fourth floor sa CR, bibili kayo ng mga repeaters. Mga nagkakahalaga ng 400 to 500. Tapos, i-repeat nyo yung signal para maging strong and capable dependency in terms of reliability yung signals ng inyong Wi-Fi connection. Kasi ang mga Wi-Fi connection na ngayon may mga 5.0 and 2.4 na. Okay, yung mga bandwidth na yan. No? Maganda kung dual band. Mas mabilis. So that's it for the input, output, storage, and network devices of computer hardware.